But anyways, welcome back to the Dragon's Corner. It's been a while, and I've been mining. I've been mucking around in Pyro, but I've been asked quite a bit by newbie players who don't have done a lot, how to get to the Iron Belt. And I'll do a link to the Stanton method to get to the Iron Belt somewhere on the screen here. But there's the old method that I'm going to share with you, and you can thank Cornerstone Armory, I think is what it's called. We'll go to the website in a second. Link will be down in the description below. Where before they had the Stanton marker, this is how I figured out how to get to the Aaron Halo. Now, without further ado, we're just going to cut the BS. Let's go over to the Cornerstone. All right, so here we are. Cornerstone.space resources. I'll put the link down in the description below. And by the way, if you haven't done so, subscribe. That really helps the channel out. I hope to get to 1,000 at some point so I can start getting monetized so I can start to give more to you guys. But until that point, I make videos when I can. But anyways, so the description or the link to this specific website will be down below. Now, these charts are dated from 319. But, and if you're more of a reader, I'll tell you right now, this has a very good description. As you can tell, it was this was posted in August 2021. And needless to say, the furthest they've gone is 323 live. So they haven't really updated it, but they don't need to update it. And I'll show you why. And I'm pretty sure if you guys watch my mining videos, you've seen this graph here. When we're mining or we're salvaging in the belt, we're looking for this band 5. You got 10 bands in the Aaron Halo. And while these are not too bad, band 5 is the densest. And these guys have done the math, and I'm pretty sure there's probably other websites out there that do all this in real time. But I don't like to have to rely on websites. I like to have this open so I can have a reminder when I do the Stanton method. Stanton marker method, I apologize. But this is the old way. So this is when the Stanton marker doesn't work. And this here gives you exact things. So your band 5 is exactly kind of along here. Right? And they do a good job of explaining this. I'll let you read this through in great detail, so I want to keep this video fairly short. But the whole theory is when you do the Stanton marker method, and like I said, I'll put the video marker in the beginning there. And I'll even put in the end card too, so if you want to go back, so you have both methods. You could literally go from anywhere, and then as long as you drop out at 20,232,000 kilometers, or 20,407 to 20,230,000 kilometers, you'll be in here. Ideally, you want around 320,000, right around here. That's where I try to aim for, but it's a little hard when you have a faster drive. So the Stanton marker method is most ideal. However, patch to patch, they'll disable it if they want to stop you from getting the belt easy. In 4.0, you can't get to it. It says it's obstructed. No matter what you do, it says it's obstructed. You can't do anything with it. So I've had to revert to using my graphs. And I mainly mine out of ArcL1 down here, so I have one graph on my desktop for ArcL1. But the way these graphs work, and again, this here, refinery routes with charts method, this is the old way. This is the way that I learned how to do it. And say, for example, you have ArcL1. So this is when you're from ArcL1 going to CrewL4, or if you're from CrewL4 going to ArcL1. And like it says here, example, you're at ArcL1 refinery, you want to travel to band 5 en route to CrewL4. What do? Step 1, plot a course on the star map towards CrewL4, start quantum travel. 2, the distance left to CrewL4 is as close as you get to 14,292,609 kilometers aboard quantum travel. Or this would be 14.3, once it hits 3, depending on your quantum drive, gigameters. Once you see that 14.3, stop. 14.3 gigameters. This here, 14.3 gigameters, you want to stop. That's what you want to shoot for with this new silly measurement system. And then these will get you close. And I use these for years, and these are my backup. Now, I don't have all the charts because obviously I work out of ArcL1. Let's say, for example, this space here, Cornerstone .space. It's a great thing for all types of things, for items, for materials. If you really want a good source of information, it might be a little bit dated, but it'll give you an idea of where things are sometimes. Where were we? Yes. So again, so let's say for example, Arc L1. Here's all your major things to other refineries or planets from Arc L1 that pass through. So again, this one here going to Arc L1, but we want to go to Crew L3. We come over here to band 5. We go across. When our marker, when we're going towards band 3, says 12.6 gigameters, we will stop. That's what we'll shoot at. Is we'll stop there, and that should get us close. The gigameters thing kind of makes this a little bit more difficult to be more precise with, but then again, it also makes it easier. And then, for example, they have ARC-L2, and the main routes that bypass that cross into band 5, ARC-L4, Crew L1, Her L1, Her L2, and so on. So any of the refinery stations, they have done the work for you. So you don't have to, and I'm just sharing this information because people seem to gatekeep how to get to the Iron Belt, which I find silly. Because gatekeeping to the Iron Belt is it's a waste of time. Like, it's a safe place to mine. It's a safe place to find scrap ships, and even panels is a good place there as well, if you want to stay in Stanton. I'm going to give you an example. So we're going to start at Arc L1 here, once it decides it's to render in, of course. And the Stanton marker, I'll show you if it's going to work. You see there how it says, see how that Stanton marker says it's blocked by waypoint? We can't use that. We can't use the Stanton marker method to get to the Iron Belt, unfortunately, right now. So our next best thing, I'm going to do this off camera here for you. Actually, you know what? We'll do it on camera. So we're going to go back to our Cornerstone website. We're going to look up Arc L1. So say, for example, we want to head towards, let's head towards Hurston. If I remember right, that's a fairly short jump. So we want to go to band 5, headed towards Hurston. So we're going to just set our destination for Hurston. And then when we hit 13.4, and then I have a slow drive in my C8R, so I'm not anticipating on so once we hit 13.4-ish gigameters, we'll drop out, and then we'll see where we land. We are at Arc L1, and we're going to use Hurston as our example for this. So according to our chart, band 5, when we're headed to Hurston, is 13 point, before I make myself a liar, band 5, 13.4 gigameters. So we're going to calibrate, and when we're 13.4 gigameters from Hurston, we should, of course, good old silly quantum calibration bug. But anyway, so when we're 13.4 gigameters from Hurston, we'll drop out of quantum. And with any luck, we'll time it just right, and we'll come out in band 5. And you'll see how many rocks are in band 5 and why. When you're doing Iron Belt mining, it's important to hit that Iron Belt when you want to mine. Okay. So we aren't quite, I would say we are. I think I might have dropped out just a little short. Not by much, though, but this is pretty damn close to band 5. I can tell you by the number of rocks spawning. And yeah, no, we're right in the middle of band 5, man. We're right in the middle of band 5. But anyways, so as you can see, this is why here band 5 is in the Aaron Halo Belt is so sought after. And I don't know why people gatekeep this information, but this is why I try to share this with you. So as you can see, there's lots of rocks, and I messed up a previous clip to this, and so I tried to do scanning, and the server isn't working too great, so the scanning doesn't show up all that much till a few minutes after. But Band 5 has the highest density, obviously has the largest amount of rocks, which means you'll have the largest amount of scannable rocks, which is what we're looking for. We're mining, or the largest amount of panels when we're salvaging, if that's what you wish to go to, the path you wish to take. All right, so thank you for watching. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask. I will make sure in the end card I have somewhere to the left or right of my character, the old, like, my, to get to the Aaron belt, or to get using the Stanton marker method, and even Cornerstone covers that as well if you need like a more written printout as well. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Any questions, feel free to ask, and I will see you guys in the next one.